Hello, I was asked to make a guide for my Jade after my last video for my fourth ability. So I just wanted to go ahead and go over everything here. So let me go ahead and explain my thought process behind my build before I show it. So I have arcane velocity here, so that way my four's fire rate is very, very high. I have arcane energy because I wanted more energy sustain to be able to sustain my form and matches, but this could be interchanged with something else that can empower the fourth ability's pistols. Ability power, pistol amp for more damage. Growing power, after I cast a spell, I get more ability power, which empowers my 4 again. My other spells, like my 1 and my buffs. Um, I have ability duration on for this particular slot because I have for ability duration. I wanted ability duration for this character because I was getting kind of sick and tired of recasting my 2 and my 3 as often as I was, and I felt like it was using up a lot of my energy economy. So I went ahead and put some duration buffs on here, and the reason why my duration was suffering at all was because I needed this ability, the efficiency, to be able to sustain this because I wanted to have as much ability strength as possible. So that was my thought process here. Ability strength, ability strength. This one pulls the efficiency, which you need to keep your 4 active. This one pulls the duration. This one also pulls the duration, but this gives me the efficiency to get my 4 active. So this puts the duration back, and I have one shard that is a duration shard, and then I think I have another one that is strength, and then obviously flow for having energy to be able to do anything. All right, so then to go to the glory build itself, which is the whole point of the video. This is what I have. Thought process here. I want the spell to hit hard. So these two are the most powerful two of the most powerful things you can have on here. 165% electricity damage, 165 heat damage. I also like fire rate because the more I'm attacking, the more damage I'm putting out. So fire rate for here, fire rate again for here, multi-shot, so that way when things start dying, my multi-shots are doing more damage. This was to aim. No, I think I actually have this one on because I wanted to create um a situation where this and this mixed to corrosive, and then I had, oh sorry, this and this mixed to corrosive, and I could just change this out for it'll cascade your flare to do more damage, but I have so much damage already on this character that I technically don't need this, and I could put this as something else that does more damage, like pathogen rounds. Um, it's not super important that the actual spells, hit, but since I'm firing so fast, eventually the 32% will obviously come through. So this is how much total damage I have with just the base. It doesn't account for the buffs that Jade provides with increased damage on your ability power spell or your weapon damage spell. It doesn't account for whenever secondary vigorate triggers my critical damage. It also doesn't account for the vulnerability from my 1 either. So you're doing a lot more damage than this. I've seen some of these 1 targets hit it for 1,000,000. So, but yep, this is the build. That's the explanation. And then pet is per usual stuff that increases the warframe. Um, this gives me more crit. This one gives me more efficiency. This one gives me more fire rate. All right, and now to show it in action. Want to leave the AI on. 205 is the highest that I can go. Oh, let me actually make sure I have energy. Okay. Alright, this one right here is the tanky guy right here. He's down. They're all gone. So I'm gonna show on a little bit of a lesser thick group of enemies. Melted. Let's do this sculpture group. Oh, stop, die again. Cannot mercy kill him while I'm at my 4. Alright, one more demonstration. Just do something really tanky. Got these guys again. These guys are like ultra tanky. I could do this one. Let's just go ahead and do that for fun. I will pause the AI here for this though. Clear, kill enemies. Confirm, simulate. Alright, let's see how long it takes me. Want to get some energy? Now these are like some of the tankiest character. That was like one of the tankiest monsters in the entire game. Is an Eximus. I don't want to get the name wrong. An Eximus Tetrot Babu. So that's the big bossy guy that whenever you let the mission thing that you have to hit in order to be able to not run out of time expire. Those are the big baddies that they warn you about. So, all right, you have any other questions, let me know. But I made this video upon request. Hope you all have a good day.